Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is Ebony Championship Wrestling, the podcast where we hit the mat running with all things WWE, and we dive into the biggest moments, the hottest rivalries, and we give the boldest predictions in all of pro wrestling. The Royal Rumble was a fun show. Where are we headed for Mania, and who's headed into the Elimination Chamber? The boys are here. Wrestling is cool, and this is the ECW show. Let's get it. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and wrestling fans across the globe. This is Ebony Championship Wrestling. Please welcome to your screen the man of 100 holds, Montay, aka Coach Montay.
What up, ECW fam? It's good to see y'all, brothers. Enjoyed the Royal Rumble. Had an awesome show, man, from top to bottom. Men's and women's Rumble didn't disappoint, but the match of the night for me that tugged my heartstrings, had me on my feels was Cody and KO. Job well done.
Follow him on Instagram at Coach Montay24. Rounding out this chat room is our resident tribal chief, Griff, aka Griff Nation.
What's up, ECW fam? Like Coach said, man, the Rumble was very, very, very exciting, electrifying. Of course, your boy was in the building, man. Shout out to Indianapolis. You guys showed up and showed out. Here we are, man. I'm ready, excited to get with the boys tonight and recap this week and also get our reactions from live and on the television screen.
You can find Griff on Instagram at GriffNation84 and on X at CGriff84. I am your host, the Jackie Miles. You can find me on Instagram at JackieMiles42. And I'm excited to be back with the boys because, as they said, Royal Rumble is definitely a fun show. And this was one of my favorite PLEs of all time, I must say. This one had me on the edge of my seat the whole time. So let's hear the reactions. Griff, you were there in the building, man. How was everything?
Man, it was electric before we even got in the building. Just the whole weekend itself, man. Just seeing the banners throughout the city, going through the convention center, seeing all the fans from all over the world, the kids, meeting and greeting their favorite superstars, man. Seeing the superstore itself, reconnecting with some of my people. Shout out to y'all as well, too, man. That came over, man, that I got to hang out with both Friday night for SmackDown and also at the Royal Rumble, man. But the anticipation and energy was in the air. A lot of us turned our phone off and kind of ignored the dirt sheets, any rumors. We just want to go in as fans and just sit there when the countdown come on, just be surprised at who's coming out, not have the expectation of who we want and who we expected. But man, it over exceeded my expectations, man. Like if I could do it all over again, I would, man. And I couldn't wait to get home and watch the replay and the commentated itself to it, man. But man, it was just exciting, man. And I'm glad I made a decision to make the road trip and go down there and enjoy myself.
Good deal, man. I'm glad you had a good time, bro. It was not a good night for the dirt sheets because they got a lot of things wrong. Oh my Lord, did they ever? Coach, man, how did you enjoy the show?
Oh man, it's always good to pull up some pizza, wings, and a brew, and next to my brother, and spending that QT, bro. That's what it's about. That's what we do. And of course, a wise man, spending time with him. But yeah, man, enjoyed it from top to bottom. Like I said, the more pop and surprises on the women's side. Great to see Alexa Bliss, coming back. I didn't get my AJ Lee, but hey, damn sure got my Alexa Bliss. So even happier about that. But no, man, the men's and women's Rumble is always good. Obviously, and I know we'll get into it later in the show, but Charlotte the Queen is back as we predicted. Can't wait to get into that. But yes, with some mixed reactions, of course, social media roasting. But no, Jackie, watching that Cody and KO match with you and the spots, the amount of bumps that they took, and telling that story. Obviously, my match of the night, but actually, that's what put the PLE to the next level, was those two going at it. But no, I enjoyed the top to bottom. I think the low spot, honestly, was the Motor City Machine Gun DIY and the clunky ending. But other than that, man, record-setting Rumble. Indy, like I said, Indy showed out and he deserves it. Obviously, a future WrestleMania spot for sure. And what we saw, definitely could can tear the house down, can host a Mania, I should say. But no, enjoyed it from top to bottom. But Cody and KO was definitely my match of the night. What you think, Jack?
Yeah, and all in all, it was a good show, and we'll dive deeper into each match towards the end of the show here. But let's go ahead and kick this show off tonight with Griff's picks. Griff's, we're going to throw it over to you, brother.
Yo, what's up, ECW fam, man? I'm excited to come with you guys again with another episode and a segment of Griff Picks. I want you guys, before I go further, man, make sure you continue to like and subscribe to our channel, and also play along and also give us your feedback in the comments below. Today I have a great, phenomenal top 5 that I had created earlier in 2025, and I waited patiently for this moment to get this top 5 going. So Griff Picks top 5 is going to be my John Cena matches that I would like to see during this retirement tour, this farewell tour for John Cena. So I picked 5 individuals. Some of them you might disagree with. Some of them you might be caught by surprise. But this is what this segment is about, right? So check this out. I'm going to start off with number 5. And here we go. I want John Cena to go down to South Florida, to Tampa, in Orlando, at the Performance Center, and help out with the NXT talent, right? So if there's one person on NXT I would like to see John Cena go head-to-head, face-to-face, it'll be someone with the ego, someone that got the big hit, someone that he might need to sit down and humble down. That's right. I want to see John Cena, number 5 face Ethan Page, the all-ego man himself. And then coming in at number 4, we're going to stick on the train of egos and all egos and arrogance and cockiness. But this next guy, he blows ego out the water. In fact, he get paid millions and millions and almost billions of dollars just to have an ego that he got. We seen him at the Rumble this week, and it's a possibility we'll see this match somewhere down in 2025. At number 4, John Cena versus Logan Paul. Now, coming in number 3, this is where it's going to get very, 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 very interesting. So this person here, you might think should be my number 1, but I got this person at number 3. And I just remember a time back when this person was the student, we seen him and John Cena go back and forth in this group called Legacy. But now that he's more of a mentor to veteran in the WWE and has a championship on his shoulder, what good time we will see John Cena versus the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, for my number 3. And number 2, now this is going to be very historic, something that we never thought of, something we thought we'll never see. But WWE is all about making history. John Cena is all about making history, right? So for number 2, with the partnership of TNA and NXT and WWE, why not John Cena for the first time ever travel down to the TNA studios and face Joe Hendry? And coming in at number 1, you guys are probably thinking it's Seth freaking Rollins. You guys might be thinking it's CM Punk. You might be thinking it's the Tribal Chief himself, Roman Reigns. Maybe the Yeet Man himself, Jey Uso. But I hate to spoil it, and I hate to give you the bad news. It's neither of these guys. For my number 1 is someone that I highly respected, and he grew on me more and more last year in 2024 with his hard work, his dedication, and also putting his name out there throughout the whole world. Yes, this person here is someone that you least expect, but I think this will be a great match and a great story between John Cena and Drew McIntyre. So, ECW fan, let us know what you think in the comments below of the picks and who else you would like to see John Cena face in his farewell tour in 2025. I thank you for joining, and I thank you for listening. But next up, we got our boy Coach Montay, and I'm going to send him over to him, all right? Peace out, ECW fam.
What's up, ECW fam? It's the man of 100 holes, your favorite coach, the man with the X's and O's, Coach Montay 24. With the biggest star-studded Royal Rumble ever now in the rear view, we are officially on the road to WrestleMania. It's the most wonderful time of the year, definitely for us wrestling fans. And once again, it's time for me to give y'all one of my favorite segments, Push One, Turn One, and Title One. In the hottest time of the year, who will I choose that deserves that push to the moon? Who needs to make that heel turn to refresh their character to work back to the top? And who needs a title run to bolster their career to higher heights? I'm pushing with no questions asked out the gate here, fam. Roxanne Perez. It's clear WWE has huge plans for her by letting her be in the top 3 with Charlotte and Nia Jax to finish out the Rumble. She has taken her heel persona to the next level, and she's got a ton of momentum coming up on that main roster. So it looks like they're getting ready to put her in a possible feud with Bayley, and I'm all here for it. For my heel turn, ECW fam, I'm turning Seth Rollins. Believe it or not, I want him to go fully back over to the darker side. I need him to go back to his nasty corporation days when he's with Triple H. You know, he's always been doing the tweener role. The crowd loves him regardless of what he does, but I need him to fully commit. Let's get back to that vicious architect character that he was back in the past, where he can be that great heel that everybody loves to hate. It's clear that they're planning something huge for him with Punk and Roman, and he needs to have this heel turn to definitely turn the heat up on that feud even more. Last but not least, who am I putting the title on? Believe it or not, I'm putting it on Penta. It's been teased that him and Braun Breaker will have a possible Intercontinental Championship feud. And sure, let's give it up. Let's give it to the Luchador legend. Of course, he's come over from that other promotion that we dare not mention on this show. And he's had a ton of momentum. The crowd loves him, and he's definitely putting on some bangers. And now, obviously, a fun fact, we know he was eliminated from that Royal Rumble. Both feet did hit the ground. We all saw that. But that shows you right there that they still allowed him to be in the match, and they got big plans for him. So I'm cool with Penta getting that IC run. All right. So these are my 3. I'm pushing, turning, and crowning with a title. Go ahead and shoot me your picks in the comments. Let me know which 3 that you will roll with, and let's debate it. Obviously in love and fun, of course. Once again, it's your boy, Coach Montay 24. Let's get back with the rest of the show. Peace.
The main event of the evening.
All right, welcome back, people. So let's go ahead and jump right into our Royal Rumble reactions. I don't want to start with the main matches just yet. We'll get to those in a second. Let's start with Kevin Owens and Cody, which I know that you two were chomping at the bit to talk about. So let's go ahead and start here. Shit. I mean, damn.
What else you can?
You know what I'm saying,
describe it, right? No other way to describe
End the
it.
show here because that's all you can really say. What were our reactions here? Griff, let's start with you, brother.
Hey, when Kevin Owens' entrance first hit, he had a humongous pop, and the television and Peacock had no justice. He literally had a pop. Like when he walked out and stood and looked around the whole arena with that belt, I knew from that pop, like we was in for a great treat, man. What's interesting about this match, boys, is this was the match where like I was in the upper level and I decided to go to the lower level, and it remained for the rest of there. So a lot of things I saw on the upper level I didn't see till I got to the lower level, and with the spots that they were doing with the ladders and stuff, it was kind of like on the opposite end. So kind of like you was looking at the monitor, kind of like looking to see what was going on. But throughout, when I tell you, like, this was a match where, like, everybody was engaged. Nobody was not going out, getting to the concession stands. Like, it was to the point where, like, people with the peanuts guy and the beer guys was coming through. And people was like, no, leave us alone. Like, they were so vested in this match. This is stuff that was going off that you guys ain't see on the camera, man. This is how great this match was, man. And, again, I literally thought Kevin was going to win this match, and I picked Kevin to win this match. And the way this match was going, this was one of the matches where Cody was not that favorite that you knew Cody's going to win this match somehow. It was like it could have went either way, man. But Kevin Owens as a heel, he's right. But as a heel, the spots that he's taking, the bumps that he was taking, and the things Cody was doing, to see them work and trust each other with different spots, and everybody getting involved and telling this story between them two, man, that was like really a 5. It's hard for me to get things perfect, but that was to me a 5-star matchup. You know, storytelling, bumps, spots, everything combined. So I was very highly impressed with that match, and kudos to both of those individuals.
One thing about it, KO shows up for a Royal Rumble. Like if you even though he's been on the losing end, he's going to give you a 5-star banger at a Royal Rumble. I think realistically, when you think about it, guys, that is his WrestleMania moment. You know what I'm saying? Being singles, because he really is not in that top tier card. He's never there. So that's really his shot to show out, once a year and on that stage. And I don't see if did you guys catch when he came in on the cart? Did you guys catch that on that?
Mm-hmm.
So all of that is called back to Roman when he got random about Roman, and so just a culmination of just all this vitriol, just all this pent up emotion and aggression that, he's bringing back 5 years of just anger, just hurt, and just being involved. Like, hey, nobody's been there for me. Nobody's had my back. So tonight, Cody, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to try to kick your ass and show the world and expose you. And that's the story that was told. It was a fight. I think after Tessitore and Big E were talking, it wasn't a match. I think they said on the broadcast, this wasn't a match. This was a fight. And I'm appreciative of them putting their bodies on the line. That's what that business is about, the ladder and just the use of the props. And obviously with two professionals just doing their thing. And Jackie, we said it. I'll let you tap in. The Alabama Slam was the one that did it for me. And then that the reverse, the two spots when Cody got slammed off. I forgot the name of that slam. I know you had it.
Suplex.
The Fisherman suplex. Yes.
Yeah.
Classic. But no,
yes.
It was blood. It was everything. Hey, blood is back in this new. Thank you, Triple H, bringing blood back all the time, and that definitely needed to be in that story. So no, I enjoyed it, man, beginning to end. They told
at the beginning of the night, I was telling Brian that the match between DIY and Motor City Machine Guns could be the match of the year. It could be a match of the year candidate very early here. And then Cody and KO happened, and it was like, oh, okay, that's my candidate from this show. What a brutal match, right? Like the beating that both of them took or gave to one another. To end, with that fisherman suplex. I love when Kevin Owens does that off the top rope, but I remember distinctly yelling it to Coach and the Wise Man when it happened. I was like, "That's a fisherman suplex coming!" And sure enough, I did not think it was going through the ladder. And my goodness, like I said, it was a brutal match. I remember texting my boy Spike like, "Hey, this is tough. This is tough." And then the Alabama Slam, he folded that man up into that ladder, and we were saying over here, we want him to stay that way throughout the Royal Rumble, just like stay right there, just like that. Don't pick him up. He's fine. Let him just sit right there. Watch people get tossed over the rope on top of him. I want one of those. But Brian had a great point at the end of the show, or at the end of the match, in saying that Kevin Owens has single-handedly saved Cody Rhodes' title reign, because it's given him a legitimate contender. It's given him a legitimate storyline. You're now invested in the story. You want to see what's happening next with them. And this is the thing that we were missing with those first couple defenses. And while yes, we were happy that you were defending it and you are a fighting champion, I need to know why you're fighting. I need to know why I'm invested in you fighting. And I think Kevin Owens has given that legitimacy to Cody Rhodes. So that's a great point by the Wise Man. That's all him. But I wholeheartedly agree with that one.
10 months without anything shaking in his reign. And you think about the amount of videos that are out that are clowning, obviously the podcast, obviously the dirt, Cody. It has been rather boring. But yeah, thank God for that match. And
forget all of them. Feud. We was saying it was boring. Hell, forget all them other dudes saying this shit.
In addition to us. In addition to us, I'm saying we're not the only ones that was feeling that way. So no, great point. But yeah, after 10 months, finally.
I'm gonna share y'all what Mama Griff texted me after that match, because she watched the full Rumble herself.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
She texted me and said, "Quote: Kevin Owens going to need a doctor. But when he heals up, he's coming after Sami Zayn for not helping him." That was her exact words in the text.
Wait.
I can't.
Carolyn is in the storyline?
Yes.
I love it.
God bless you. Love you, Carolyn. Shout out to Carolyn.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. Mama Griff was into this Rumble, bro. Like, and she knows, like, she don't text because she already know I'm in game mode. But After
That's
that
true.
match, she texted and literally said, when Kevin Owens heals and gets better, I guarantee he's coming after Sami Zayn. That was her
No doubt.
exact words. And I was like, all right, well, we'll see.
No
Yeah,
doubt.
you could, and she's 100% right. You know, you could see
Mhm.
that because that was the only reason to have Sami Zayn out there. Either he was going to
Yep.
help, or
Yep.
the lack of him helping was going to fuel whatever's happening next. And sure enough, here comes
Last night.
Kevin Owens on Raw,
About last
chasing
night.
after Sami Zayn, and for once, it's kind of like justified, right? Like I half-heartedly justified, right? Because like you
Mhm.
said, you gave me your word, you was gonna come out there and help. You came all the way out there. What's the point of coming all the way out there if you're not going to then help me once you get there?
Check on him.
Yeah.
Don't check on me like you watching him climb the ladder, my boy. Like, go get him.
Yep.
Why is you? No, don't. So for once,
Oh, bro.
I agree with Kevin for attacking Sammy this week. I agree for once because like
Kevin Wright.
you should have helped me
Yo,
out, bro. You should have helped me out.
Right.
that's another one. That's another one that's going to be on the shelf for a while, and then they come back and tell that story.
Yeah.
So,
That's Mania. That's
Yeah.
got Mania written all
it's
over it.
gotta
Don't
be.
need no
Oh, yeah.
title. Don't need no
Yeah.
title.
Don't
Don't need
need
no
nothing.
storyline behind it. Look, that's Sami Zayn. That's Kevin Owens. We already know what this is.
Yep.
And let's throw hands. That's all we need.
Yep.
That's all we need from this
That's
one.
good. That's good.
Motor City Machine Guns would come up short against DIY with the help of some interesting characters is what I'll say for the start here. But let's just talk about the DIY and Motor City Machine Guns special part of this, and then we'll get to the ending. Were you impressed by the match? 2 out of 3 falls. Were you impressed by the match, Coach? You were a tag team guy. Was this
Yeah.
impressive?
Yeah, it could have been better. Like I said, I think they needed more time. In which, because obviously they needed more time for the Rumble matches. But no, I think it further progressed the characters, obviously the shenanigans that went on, between the match. The match was good. We saw their best stuff with their feature, but it was just a little rushed, obviously, but still precise, for the time it was given. It could have been better, yeah, of course, but they got a chance to showcase who they are. I think that it needs to continue, but now we got obviously the guys that interrupted the match involved. Are we turning heel? When they first got it, I saw, what was it, Montez on the apron with the hoodie, and it was Montez first. I'm like, okay, great. We're finally getting it. Like, okay, you come in there and you cost MCG. All right, good. Are we getting a full heel turn now? And then Dawkins out there, but then you throw it around and it hit DIY. And I'm like, oh, come on, guys. Once again, another failed botch. I'm like, come on. Like, I just, great match for what it was, but clunky ending. Still don't know what we're doing with the Street Profits. Like, just go fully over to the dark side, boys. That's all I got to say. Still, I don't know why we can't do it.
Griff?
I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't too thrilled, too impressed. Maybe coming from the women's match right before that. But I will say, man, it's great to see Motor City get a taste of what it's like to be in front of a big crowd. So I was kind of excited to see how they was going to react and perform in that nature. But as far as the match is concerned, the Profits came at the end, somehow and cost them the belts, and then end up using the crutch and turn on DIY. But I will say they got booed. They got booed and they didn't get a healthy cheer from the crowd. So, my question is going forward, like, what are we doing here? Like, Coach and Jackie, y'all know my slang. Even when Tez cut that promo last year, like, y'all can hit with crutches, y'all can knock them out on conscience, y'all can put them on stretchers, y'all can do everything y'all want to, but I can't qualify until y'all got the straps around your waist. So to me, it was just nothing. It was like, okay, y'all back, y'all got revenge for whatever, but until y'all get the belts around y'all waist and take it from DIY, then I still can't take it seriously.
Yeah. Speaking of DIY and them first, I actually enjoyed the match. Was it probably the best match that they could have done? No, but I also called for them to have this match at WrestleMania as well.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't expect them to give me all the fireworks in the first night. I expect them to give me a little bit more at Mania, and with the addition of maybe now the Street Profits, in maybe a triple threat, 6-man tag. I'm okay with that. I think that'll be a good match at Mania, and I'm looking forward to that. As far as our guys go, the Street Profits, whom on this show we have been pushing
All
to the
year,
moon
last
from
year.
very beginning. We have
Mhm.
been nothing but supportive of the Street Profits. We have criticized their storyline, not necessarily them. So one thing that I wanted them to do was to attack someone.
Yeah, sure.
And I guess
Viciously,
I got
viciously.
what I wanted. They attacked someone, but I can't. I guess the only reason I guess I'm a little upset by it is because I can't see where we're going. Right, I can't I
Yeah.
can't see the road through the rain, because it seems as though, like, okay, are we just attacking everyone and then we're gonna announce on Friday night that we're coming for the tag team titles? It's like, no, that's the same shit we've been saying from the beginning. Like, if we're attacking, okay, and I don't want to criticize the storyline too soon because we still haven't gotten to SmackDown. We still don't know why they attacked everyone, so I don't want to criticize the storyline too soon. But I also need you to attack DIY on Friday. I also need you to attack Los Garza on Friday, right? Like, if we're going after the whole entire division, please go after everyone in the entire division. I'm glad to see you back. I'm glad that you attacked someone. It's showing a different side, sure, but now, like, we got to pick it up, right? Like, the next step is truly the most important step, because you've done the one thing. Now let's follow it up and make sure that we're pushing in the right direction.
Yeah.
Is what I'll say.
Yeah, somebody. It's how you do it, man. Like, get us convinced. We've been clamoring for that the last year and a half, but I got excited. I mean, they came out there with the hoodies, and I was like, okay, is this something different? I mean, it's
The
okay.
hoodies.
Y'all on that sneaks, the sneak shit, and then they, all right, okay, we
The
get the
hoodies.
crutches, and then we fooled around. I'm like, okay, you hit the faces, so I got excited, and I'm like,
The
okay,
hoodies.
attack the faces.
You
And
brought
then,
up
all
the
right.
hoodies. You brought up the hoodies, and I'm not gonna let it go. Did Dawkins take off a
Go
hoodie
ahead. Yes.
to reveal another hoodie?
Bro,
Come on, my
I
guy.
thought I was the only one.
Come on, my guy. What is up with your wardrobe? I'm sorry. Nope, I'm not. I don't want to. Nope, I'm not going.
We could be there all night.
I'm not going to tear down another black man
Griff,
on Beyonce's internet.
Griff.
That's not what I'm finna
It's
do.
Black History Month.
But
bro.
what
Was
what?
that? Hey, Griff. He had me rolling we was in there rolling like he.
Bro, what?
He
You
had to
took
be
off a
hot.
hoodie
I
to
know he was
reveal
hot.
another hoodie? You couldn't come up with no other wardrobe. You couldn't come up with nothing else, my guy. I'm sorry. I'm not. I said I wasn't going to attack another black
At
man
least-
on Beyonce's internet. I'm
At
not
least
going
the
to do
Under
it.
Armour. At least the Under Armour.
Something, bro. I'm not. Okay, moving on. But okay. On the flip side of this, flip side of this, who's had an immaculate run as far as being heels, and it all started because they made you hate them,
Yeah,
was
hate
the
them.
New Day. Right? Like the exact opposite is what we wanted from the Street Profits. Make me hate you. Give me a reason to boo you. I'm not, just because you say you're a different team doesn't mean I'm going to boo you. You're still the same guys who came out and did the thing, right? And I'm not gonna do that. New Day completely changed everything. You know exactly why you hate the New Day, and it's working for them. It's working for them. I want to see the New Day segment. I want to boo the New Day or cheer them from my perspective, right? But that's what I wanted from the Street Profits. That's all I'm gonna say. That's where I'm gonna leave it. I apologize.
Exactly.
And they got new things in music now.
Yeah, they got all the psychology. They got the music, the psychology. They are in their heel lane right now, and they in the bag. They're doing good. So far, so good.
Agree.
And it's believable. That's the thing. It's not them coming down and just saying like, oh, we're new people, or they're the same dudes. They just have changed their philosophy. You disagree with their philosophy, so you're gonna boo them. I don't disagree with the Street Profits philosophy right now because I don't know what the Street Profits philosophy is. You know what I'm saying? You were the same guys who came out to the same music, and we gonna get the party crunk. We got the red cup still, or whatever it is. You just decided then to say no, we're not gonna do it, and it's like, why not? Don't show me a good time and then take it away, and don't tell me why, right? Like, why we not doing the? That it would be very similar if Jey Uso was to come out and be like, "Nah, we're not gonna yeet no more. Forget that." And it's like, why? Like we've been behind you yeeting this whole time.
Yep.
Whole
Why
time,
wouldn't we
yeah.
yeet now?
Yep.
Right. And so like for the
Exactly.
Street
right.
Profits, I just need y'all to prayerfully on Friday, bro. All I'm saying is, and I promise I'll shut up. I'm saying yeet on my screen right now. So and I've been the biggest person asking about Jey Uso. So
yeah.
I'll shut up. I promise if y'all just tell me what is happening right on Friday. That's all I'm asking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's go now to the Women's Royal Rumble. I would love to know your favorite spots. What were the things that jumped out to you from the Women's Royal Rumble? And then we'll dive deeper as we go. Griff, what was the favorite spot, bro?
I had a few, but two of my favorite ones. Well, the Bianca in the corner when she kept flipping off and moonsaulting off, and every time that was a great spot. EO was just kind of pumming under everybody trying to get free, so that was kind of good. I also liked the spot with Lash, Jada. Shout out to Jada. I was glad to see her surprising there.
Yeah.
And Naomi and Bianca, when they all looked at each other, to me it was like that beginning of Black History moment to see my sisters, and then all of a sudden Chelsea Green came in the middle like, hey, what about me? You know what I'm saying?
That was
so
perfect.
I think that spot was also good to me. And then there was one more, I can't think of it right now, but there was another one. But yeah, those two definitely for sure were like my favorite spots in that match in there. And then also, of course, seeing Lash and Jada Parker, our sisters, be surprise entrance from NXT to jump on there.
Coach.
Yeah, no, the same. The proud moment. I was there for that. Like, hey, take a picture. That moment, them four ladies right there in the center. This is how this is where we are. Like, and hopefully the men the men get it right. But hey, Triple H booking the black women pretty good right now. So I'll give them that. So that sister moment, proud sister moment for sure. And then man, just seeing Alexa Bliss, man, just like just coming through and I know Griff, I know that was the loudest pop of the night. And just her getting in there and doing work and just saying I'm back, and that's really another part of the Rumble, man. When those surprise entries come back and the people, the talent that's been going for a while make their comeback in that match, makes it super special. And I just thought that was a now I hope they get her in a good in a good feud here. It looks like possibly with Liv, as a rumbling. So get her in a good program right now at the gate. Let her build up that momentum. But yeah, those are, and of course, man, there's the spots, the the power and obviously Roxanne Perez. That's what I told you in my segment here tonight. Just seeing Roxanne in there, doing her thing. I can't wait to see what she's going to do in the main roster, but letting her have that time, at the end, at least, thinks that she was going to win. That's those are the moments that stood out to me. But overall, it was good, solid, but the outcome, of course, but it was solid for me.
Yeah, the Spider-Man meme for me was definitely the thing that jumped out. Watching all the black girls, realize that all the black girls was in there, and you know what, Chelsea, go on and get in there. You know what, Chelsea, fine. If you go on and get in there, Chelsea. I ain't mad about it. Shit, hell, get on in there. You fine too. It is what it is.
Right.
But I thought that the women's match was just as good as the men's match. And the thing that was important for me was there were 15 women in the match at the same time. It wasn't one come down and throw you out, the next one come down, throw you out. 15 women were battling in there at once. And I remember asking a couple weeks ago, like, what happened to the Royal Rumble when, you had 30 guys in there all at the same time? It might not have been that much, but damn, like, at least have a few of them in there battling all at once. And finally, we got 2 Royal Rumbles that did exactly that. I thought that everybody came in and hit their spots. If you missed a spot, I definitely didn't notice because I was on the edge of my seat wondering who was coming in next. And I was excited to see who was getting tossed out. I thought everybody did a great job, and it was a well-executed Royal Rumble on both sides.
To that point, Jackie.
Did y'all notice
go ahead, Griff.
Did y'all notice the strategy? That was a great strategy. Whoever did the setup numbering, they started small. They started with the small and they built themselves up. So you started with EO, then you went to Liv, then you went to Roxanne, then you went to Lyra. So they went from like small where it didn't seem like the biggest or the strongest person came in early and then was dominating. And it, like you were saying, Jackie, like we seen plenty of rumbles where like you throw out everybody and you sitting there waiting for the next countdown, which kind of like drag it. Versus when you got more action, more people in the ring, you got more spots and more entertainment going on, man. So that I felt like that was kind of cool strategically how they started with the small talent and worked their ways up to the more powerhouse and more dominant contenders.
That's what I was saying, because that was my point. I was going to mention that was the Stone Cold days where we're sitting on the top of the turnbuckle waiting. You know, we don't have those anymore. But obviously that's in Vince's time where he was like, yeah, go ahead, shine. Whoever you want to push, they in there in the ring by himself. So we don't have those anymore. That was pretty good.
Like the one that made sense to me was like the Brock Lesnar one, where it's like if Brock Lesnar come in at 1 or 2, he gon' throw everybody out. That makes sense to me. And they did that one just how it was supposed to be. The first half was a Brock Lesnar thing. Second half was like everybody else, which made sense. But I enjoyed this one because it was like, dang, who all in there? It's still 15 in there. Is my person still in there? Is your person still in there? That was the conversation, and it kept you on the edge of your seat, like I was saying. So much applause to the whole company for that production, because it was,
the added
to me, it
touch.
was great.
Yeah, the added touch was that I was very appreciative of, and this is where they are in this new TKO regime. You know, this merger is the 2K, the tracker at the bottom. That's what we had, Griff, at home. The tracker. We saw the stats. We saw who was in there.
Oh we had that too.
Yeah, who was eliminated. I was like, that was super dope. Appreciative of that. Yeah, so that was
because like on the TV trying, you guys couldn't see it, but on top of the ring is like a big old like platform, and it really had like a ticker like what entry it'll tell you like what entry you were on, how many has been eliminated.
It's the same thing.
Same thing. Yeah, same thing.
Okay, yep.
But
and that's just
screen.
another step in the direction of like WWE trying to be like legitimate sports, right? Like it's trying to be like a legitimate ESPN vibe, which was really, really nice. Any other thoughts on the women's match? I don't want to move on too soon. Any other thoughts on the women's Royal Rumble?
Yeah, man, real quick. You know, I was not disappointed. Anybody that came in this Royal match, Nikki Bella was a surprise to me. I didn't think she was going to be number 30. I thought maybe possibly AJ Lee could have been it, but I wasn't disappointed. But it was great, man, because later that week, I did post on our social, you know, who I thought would be the X Factor and Dark Horse besides my pick was Charlotte, which was Io. But also, man, I also predicted that Tatum Paxley, Jada Parker, Lash Legend was going to be probably NXT call-ups to come up. I got 2 out of 3 right, but also it was good to see Julie and Stephanie Foucault for the first time in person too, man. So it was good. I'm glad they got the call to come to the Rumble and get the experience, you know, as well too, man. So shout out to NXT, the women's, the production crew, because the women's match did kick off on a big note and set the tone for the whole event.
Listen, the Lord went off when he made Stephanie Foucault, okay? The Lord knew what he was doing. Because that's a fine woman.
Oh yeah.
That's a fine woman.
Yes.
Jeez.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's go on to the men's Royal Rumble, boys. And what was your favorite spots here? And give me your reaction to the Royal Rumble winner. Coach, let's start with you first.
This Penta and Rey Mysterio starting it off. I made that joke. You know, that stood out to me. Obviously, the history there and the settle, all of that. Just having that moment. I'm like, geez, you know, can we at least give them more than, I think it was 5 minutes before the first come in, right? So
dude.
I'm like, can we? This is a WrestleMania match right now. So yeah, that spot, and then obviously seeing it was crazy. My favorite spot of the night was, and y'all can come, Speed getting in there and Braun Breaker hitting that rope, and over 300 million views
so far,
and it's counting. No, the creativity of getting all the entertaining guys in, obviously the new. I think, Jackie, we said this in the living room, in your living room. The newer talent shine first, and then came the closers, the big hitters. I love how the way they just the creativity of the line of how they got the talent out so they can have their shine, and then the big hitters come in and close it out. I just love the strategy on how the talent came out, with their numbers. Then of course we knew the big fish. Everybody knew the storylines that were intertwined in there, and you got some new stuff. I think obviously besides the botch, I don't think Drew was supposed to get out. I don't think Drew was supposed to leave that quick. So I think we're blaming Damian Priest or Logan on that from what I'm hearing, what I'm reading. Then of course, Speed. Shout out to Speed. Hey, pour out a little liquor. I think he all right. But that was by far my favorite part in the match, man. Loved it. And then obviously
Griff?
what happened at the end with Seth Punk and Reigns to tell their story. We know where we're going with that. Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, Penta and Ray for sure. When Ray came out, me and a few guys that I was sitting around, we was like, we thought Dominic was going to be number 2. We was going to see Ray and Dominic kick off father and son. We didn't even think of Penta, but when Penta music hit and the lights went out, we was like, oh, this is even better. Like, let's go. But Braun Breaker surprising and spearing the heck out of Roman. That was a spot for me right there, bro. Even the look on Heyman's face, like, what the heck? Like, my tribal chief supposed to be doing this. Like, Heyman was shot. But that spot, of course, the speed one. But my favorite, man, is when Cena came out at number 23, which, resembling a Jordan, the GOAT. So come out number 23, Cena's entrance and the pop that he got. But, after Cena was Punk, and it was just so loud in the building when Punk, Cena, and Roman was standing there, you couldn't even hear the countdown. Like, you didn't see it or couldn't even hear it. And next thing you know, you heard the buzzer go off, and then Rollins' music hit. So now we like, yo, Rollins, Punk, Roman, and Cena, man, they set this up perfect. So that was that was my top spot. Just to see those 4 back in the decade ago, the Shield and CM Punk and the John Cena, to see that reminisce again, and with everyone having that hatred with one another. But yeah, man, that spot was my favorite.
Yeah, I think this is the first Royal Rumble where in a long time, I should say, excuse me, where the roster is so stacked and the storylines are all right there written for you.
Yes.
And all you needed to do is just line the cards up correctly. And like you guys said, from start to finish, they knew exactly who to put where. And I agree that starting off with Penta and Rey Mysterio, just the history that is that, right? Like that, like you guys said, that's a WrestleMania match from the very beginning. And so I would love to see that. And whenever it does happen, I would love to see it in WWE, excuse me, because it's already happened in Lucha Underground or wherever else. But I would love to see it in WWE. And for that to be the start, and then for, like you guys said, the heavy hitters to come in and finish it up with all the different storyline angles that we're looking for, right? We're looking to see how Drew interacts with Roman, how CM Punk and John interact, how CM Punk and Rollins interact. You're looking for those things in this Royal Rumble because this roster is so stacked from top to bottom. And it doesn't matter who wins or loses because it's so good now. It's so good that you can go anywhere you want to go with this, and we'll follow at this point because the roster is so stacked, and you could see that within this Royal Rumble because every time somebody hits, you like, ooh, okay, here comes so and so, and then the next music hit, and you like, damn, okay, here they come. Now let's get this going, right? And it was one after the other with excitement and, like we said at the beginning, on the edge of your seat. Speed. Listen, nothing but respect to Speed to get into the ring, throw somebody out, and then to take that spear. Because if you hit my body like that, bro, I'm filing the biggest lawsuit I can possible. I promise you, I'm suing all the people in the arena. Give me all phones like LeBron. Like, I need everybody to give me your phone.
Bill in the hospital.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm dead for a week, bro. Like, I lifted one day this week, and I'm like, I'm sore. That man Speed took a full spear from Braun Breaker. Absolutely,
and he got tossed over. And he got tossed over on the commentary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nothing but respect.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Nothing but respect to Speed, because ain't no way you gonna hit my body like that. Nothing but respect, bro.
Wow.
Griff, I have been on your head the last couple months, brother, literally since WrestleMania, bruh, and not in a hating way, but just you've had to answer a lot of questions about one particular individual over the last 10 months or so, and brother, you've taken it like a champ, I must say. So I'm gonna give you the floor, man, to go ahead and speak on the winner of the Royal Rumble, bruh. Go ahead, man.
Wow. Definitely a curve, man. Never expected Jey Uso, John Cena to be the final two in this Rumble. Am I surprised at the outcome? I'm not going to say yes. I'm not surprised, but I was shocked. Because of all the heavy hitters and all the main people and all the stories of that was being told about needing to go to WrestleMania, needing to be the world champion. Everyone had a story except for Jey Uso. All because Jey Uso had every title shot, every opportunity, yet he still keep coming back and forth. But he was like what we saw, like anybody can do it, and win it. When I seen that it was just him and Cena as a final two, it indicated to me like Jey Uso is probably going to win this match. He's probably going to win it. All because you want to keep the John Cena loser streak story going. He's already heavily advertised for Elimination Chamber, and it just makes sense for now Jey Uso to win this Rumble. However, man, shout out to him. The whole building was yeeting, of course. Everybody was going nuts. Like when I say nuts, it was like a party back in the day. Like when you got out that game, you beat that rivalry, and y'all win that game, and everybody partying, throwing it up. It was just lit, bro. But well deserving. I felt his emotion Monday night, shedding that tear and crying. He did put in the work and everything, man. Again, when I say shock mean like going in, I didn't expect him to win it, with the heavy hitters and everybody else going it. But not surprised at the outcome, is well deserving. And like I said, about the Profits, man, like we here, we got the momentum. You yeeting, you got one thing left to do now. Go ahead and get that championship. Everything you lost, every adversity you went through, every criticism that you took about you can't do it and can't get it, you have one. You're there. You got one more opportunity, and I think in Vegas he's going to capitalize on the opportunity, and that's the best place to do it, to get the whole city yeeting and turned up and partying that whole weekend.
Coach, any thoughts on Jey Uso?
Yeah, I'm gonna give him his flowers and respect. Once again, Jackie, me and you, obviously 2-on-1 with Griff, we've never had a problem with him. It was just, hey, if you're gonna be called from day one, if you're gonna be called main event, you need the main event and you need to win matches. And he did none of that out the gate. But lately, obviously, when I look back, I think it was a glaring stat. He has main evented, I think, the last couple PLEs, I think. So now he's starting to live up to the name. So the build was organic, and you said it best, Jackie. They've created a star. You said that in the living room. So kudos to your point. They have made a star the right way, and the hunger, the story from obviously from day one being the right hand man, and his struggle through the bloodline with his cousins, and the fight for respect, and obviously the respect, fighting for, don't look at me as just as a tag team guy, like look at me as a single star, like all of that. The first time I really legitimately said, okay, Jay, I'm going to be with you remaining the season. I'm still a Gunther fan, but now you got me. You got me in my feels, and I'm happy for him to see him win. But now, hey, after that promo, I'm like, okay, now I'm totally, I'm not going to do all the eating stuff, and I'm not, but I respect his craft now. I respect his character, and I do want to see him successful. I as much as I like Gunther, I think it is we get another underdog story similar to Daniel Bryan, in the sense of, can he finally get over the hump? Can he finally do it? And this is like that next WWE feel good story. And I think I think he will go after Gunther. I know it's teasing back and forth. We'll see Friday night, but I think him and Gunther is let them do that rubber match there and let him go over because he has earned it.
For Jackie, you go, and I had to make sure I did this on my social and our social and replayed the footage. But credit to you because you picked Jey Uso to win the Rumble, so I couldn't let that slide and let that go unnoticed because you did pick him on our prediction show before the Rumble, so it had to be known publicly that although a lot of people didn't pick Jey, it wasn't because they didn't have faith in him. Like I said, it was just a lot of heavy hitters and a lot of storytelling that was in there that could have went either way. But since Jey won, I had to make it known that you selected Jey to win the Rumble from our show last week. So kudos to you, bro.
It's good, bro.
Yeah, bro. Thank you, but that's all Jey. That was all Jay's doing because you could see, and maybe it was me, but you can see that he needed a payoff. We always talk about on this show having a payoff, and it's like, why not give him the Royal Rumble? He's taking a couple L's to Gunther. Give him the Royal Rumble and then send him into WrestleMania, and I'm sure Gunther will put him over at WrestleMania. Or at least that's the hope. That's what you want to happen. I'm not saying that it's going to because they can go either way. But like he has put in the work, and every week that I questioned what was going on, it wasn't that I was questioning his abilities or his or him as a whole. I was more questioning, it's like, why can't we put this guy over? Like, why can't he's got all of the pop, but it can't just be that. Like, I need him to win a match so that I can truly believe that he is the guy, right? I can truly believe that he's someone I want to put my faith in because I know that he can win.
Yeah.
But if he ain't ever winning, I can't put that faith in.
So,
we were talking about Solo Sikoa needed a break because Solo Sikoa hasn't had a break since he was the street champion in NXT, right? Going all the way through the Bloodline saga. And on the flip side of that, Jey Uso has been right there the whole time as well. He started with the original Bloodline situation of, between him and Roman. That's what got things started. And then that's how he became main event Jey Uso. And from that time till now, it's clear that he needs this push because he is a guy that has put in that work. And so
no doubt.
Kudos to him, hats off to him. And as a first time yeeter, bro, I couldn't be more happier for him, and I really, really hope that he gets it done at Mania. And this to me is similar to Kofi Mania. That's how I feel about it, in the sense that he's got the crowd behind him. Everybody believes in him now. I'm on board, is what I'm saying. I'm on board with it, and I hope he gets it done. So. Griff, but happy for you, Griff, because I know you've been behind your boy the whole time. So I want to make sure we celebrate that too, because you've been fighting off some bullets over there, brother. I will say you've been fighting off some bullets,
bro. You've been
right on.
we've been sniping you left and right. So so congrats to you. Any other thoughts, gentlemen, on the Royal Rumble before we get out of here?
Man, it's solid. Just looking forward to where they're gonna push the storylines next. Yep.
Indeed.
Yeah, man. When I watched the tape back, man, I noticed Wade Barrett during the Alexa Bliss entrance, and throughout the show, he took some shots at the Dirt Sheeters. So the Dirt Sheeters pretty much had a bad night this weekend because everything they called did not come to true. So shout out to Wade Barrett for calling the Dirt Sheeters out. All these false predictions and rumors. Just shut up, enjoy the show like everybody else, man. Stop.
I've been writing my next scuff my Timbs, but we'll get to that at another time.
Yes.
Let's go on and get on out of here, boys. This has been fun, man, and I look forward to getting back with y'all the next time. But Griff, let the people know where they can find you, bro.
Yes, sir. Find me on Instagram, GriffNation84, and also on X, formerly known as Twitter, CGriff84.
Coach, let the people know.
All right, it's your boy at Coach Montay24 on Instagram.
You can find me, Jackie Miles, on Instagram and on Twitter at Jackie Miles 42. Find us all on Instagram and Twitter at Ebony Championship Wrestling and on Ebony Championship Rest on Twitter. This one's been fun, boys, and I appreciate y'all. We appreciate all of the people coming in. Please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe all these videos out. And we appreciate all the love. This is Ebony Championship Wrestling signing off. But Coach, let them know.
You know we ain't never tapping out. Good night, y'all.
Not once. We appreciate
Peace.
y'all. We'll see y'all next time. I guess yeet. Damn, I don't even feel right.
I can't.
We'll see y'all next time.